In today's How to Slice, we're gonna go back in time and take a look at some medieval goblets. So let's start. So this is the medieval mug. As you can see, it's a really nice mug cover. It looks like a barrel and will look really nice when printed. But before we print, let's take a look at the best print configurations to print this really beautiful model. So let's take a look. This is the bottom part and this is the top part, and they'll screw in right here so you can put your mug inside of the barrel. So let's take a look first off in the top model. As you can see, we're gonna need support in this region right here. Your printer can do the overhang, but it's better to just add some tiny bits of support, organic support, just to make sure we got a good print and won't have any fails around here, even though your printer could do this overhang because it's a really short overhang, but we're gonna be adding just a tiny bit of support. Let's take a look at the best configuration. So let's go to the print settings right here. At layer height, you can be increasing this to 0.16 millimeters to get a better quality print. It's gonna take more time to print, so you can see for yourself. You can be increasing this value to 0.22 millimeters to get a better, faster print, but it's gonna get a better, worse quality print. So make sure you change this value to what you give most priority. Is it print speed or print quality? In my case, I'm selecting 0.18 because I want a good quality print and a kind of fast print. As for vertical shelves, we're gonna leave it at 3 because this value is it's really good. At 3 it's really resistance and won't break on you. So let's go to infill. In infill, we're gonna be selecting 15% of infill. Something we can do is, as you can see, the mug could be quite heavy when you have liquid around here. So this part right here needs a lot of strength. So we're gonna be adding a modifier just to make this region right here with a little bit more rigidity. As for print settings, for skirt and brim, we do not need any brim nor skirt because it's got a good bed adhesion. As for support material, we're gonna be generating support material, not auto-generated because we're gonna be painting on support. As for style, we're gonna select organic, detachable right here, detachable. It's good. And as for top interface layers, right here is at 3 layers, which is heavy. Let's select 2 so it's better and easier to remove. And as for speed, we do not need to reduce any print speed because this model is really big, doesn't have tiny overhangs, so this is fine. Your standard print is fine. So let's first off add a modifier, then paint on support. So what you can do is click over here, right click on medieval top mug, go over here to add modifier and cylinder. So now you can find your cylinder right here, and what you can do is upscale. So we're just gonna cover a little bit of the piece right here. So as you can see, I'm covering a little bit just so we get a better strength, particularly in the connections. So as you can see, this part that is connecting to the mug needs to be a lot secure. So we're gonna be adding this modifier. So as you can see, generic cylinder, and we're gonna be going over here to infill, and this generic cylinder is gonna increase to 20% infill. See, so now when I slice, let me just paint on some support, and then we're gonna slice and take a look what this infill, this modifier is gonna do to our piece. First off, let's go to paint on support, go over here to the piece. You can increase the brush size a little bit. So paint right here this section, and this is fine. So go back, let's slice and take a look at how it's gonna look, the print configurations that we changed. So as you can see, I just sliced the model and the bottom part right here and the top. As you can see, we did some custom configurations. So the medieval top, mug top right here, as you can see, we painted on support. So our support looks great. So it's gonna hold this region right here pretty fine, looks nice. And we added a generic modifier. So we added generic modifier right here, a cylinder. And we changed the infill. So as you can see, let's go down some layers and take a look. As you can see, over here is at 15%, and right here is at 20%. So as you can see, it's more dense. You can see where the cylinder was. So this region right here is a little bit stronger than what is built in the cup right here. So we made our model more rigid actually, in this area right here, without having to increase the infill to all of the piece. So as you can see, this is a really nice tip for any model you want to print, that you want a specific region to be with a different layer height or even more rigid. So you can be applying a specific infill to some region of the part. So the model is ready to print. Happy printing to all of you, and I hope you enjoy this beautiful model. And check out STL Flix for more models like this one. So, bye-bye.
I hope you guys enjoy it. Those slicing videos are an initiative from STL Academy, which is the educational project from STL Flix. So if you guys want to learn more about 3D printing, you could check our description and look at STL Academy courses. And don't forget, see you guys at the next slicing.